was born in Lisbon, Portugal, and we were lucky that we were not affected by the war. I went to the States. I registered in Yeshiva University. I stayed there for about 2 years, and from there I went to Brooklyn College for studying engineering. That's how I met my wife, Vera, my companion for over 52 years. 54? Okay, 54 years. Yeah, you are too young for to be so old.
Vera's father, Menashe Treitel, those of us who had the zchus to know him, I think when Jewish history, post-World War II, Jewish history of Montreal will ever be written, a great chapter will be devoted to Rabbi Menashe Treitel. He was mechanech the city in tzedakah and klal work. And I believe that this is where their shoirish and klal work comes from their father.
The first time I met the Salzbergs was in 1967 when I came to Montreal to be interviewed for this job that I've had as the principal of Beis Yaakov for all these years. And my interview was in their home. And they were my hosts. The 67 was Expo year. So Moshe took the time, took off from work, and told me he's going to show me around the city. And he took me to Expo. And he showed me Expo, and showed me what Montreal is. And the welcome that I received was from Melachim.
Without the active involvement of Meir Salzberg, I don't know if we would have succeeded in developing the yeshiva and building the beautiful building and eventually the other buildings that the Yeshiva Gedola now has.
Martin Weinberg was the one who we hired at the time to become the Rosh Yeshiva, and he came here and he really put the yeshiva on the map from the standpoint from halacha, from the standpoint, or from the Jewish standpoint.
I've been involved in the yeshiva in some capacity for over 43 years. I started there in first grade when there were only 5 students in the whole yeshiva.
Moshe didn't hesitate to register his child in yeshiva, whereas other people, myself included, felt that maybe we wanted to see a going institution rather than an institution that was just starting out.
Not only Moshe, but Vera, she jumped into the fray too. She became the PTA president, and then she made teas for every organization.
The building can be called the building that Meir Salzberg built. He was completely devoted to the building as if it was his own home.
Moshe Salzberg was one of the founding members of the yeshiva. From its inception, he was also president of the yeshiva.
You go in, you become president, and then you're finished with your presidency. Goodbye. Next guy. I did enough. He never stopped.
A member of the board for many, many years. A parent that was very, very concerned, together with his wife, very concerned to see that not only his own son has a terrific chinuch, he also was concerned that to see that Montreal has a yeshiva.
How many balabatim do you know that leave their business every single day to build a Mossad of chinuch? That was Moshe.
If I had to use a phrase which captures my father-in-law, that would be Meir ma'at v'asei harvei. A man of very few words, but with tremendous achrayus. Every word that is spoken, every word that is said, not even a handshake, everything is kept to the T. Every dotted I, every crossed T is kept.
He wants everybody to succeed. Being children in the yeshiva, being any young fellow, any young man who comes to him for help with his business. He wants everybody to succeed.
And the proof is in the pudding. His son, Meir, is not only on the present board, but is a nachas to the whole community.
I'm very proud that finally my father, together with my mother, are given the recognition that they so well deserve.
Such a home that talks klal work, acts klal work, does for the klal. What's the totzah of such a home? It's kids just like them.
The reward to hit, they have children, grandchildren. They went through the system, and you see the hatzloche is unbelievable in the children and grandchildren.
Zadie, we love you so much.
They'll come for one night, then they'll say, do you guys want a barbecue? I said, no problem, and I'll grill up hamburgers, hot dogs, steaks, whatever you want, vegetables.
Malka and I consider ourselves to be most fortunate to have Vera and Moshe as close and dear lifelong friends. Moshe, Vera, Malka and I wish you both good health, simchas and achas.
May you live long and continue personal and communal nachas from all your children.
They should only continue to see nachas from their children, from their grandchildren, and from their great-grandchildren.
The community should only continue to share in the beautiful accomplishments that you and Vera have done and given to the community.
You can't even honor him what he really deserves. Only HaKadosh Baruch Hu should shine upon them, their children and their grandchildren, and give them all that they deserve.